Hello and welcome to Astrology and Spirituality Overview for Tuesday the 29th of September. A day when Mars and Saturn go back into pretty well an exact right angle, and that's going to really stir up the potential for more frustration because Mars is about going for it. It's about individual energy and individualism, especially in the sign of Aries. Of course, it is retrograde anyway, which is slowing things down. And it's in the square with Saturn, which is about resistance, structure, rules and regulations. So these two together in a 90-degree right angle is not a great relationship. However, on the other side of the heavens, Mercury, the planet of communication, is now in the deep, passionate sign of Scorpio and combining with the asteroid Juno. And that suggests that despite the resistance that we may experience, the frustration, the limitation, there could be one conversation or relationship which provides a lot of reassurance or illumination, but it probably isn't at a more superficial level. So, for example, we might have a real heart-to-heart with someone today, but through that, actually get a lot more perspective on what the overall situation is for us all. Elisa, what cards have you chosen today?
Today we are using the Tarot de Marcel cards, which we do have on the website. So if you want to check out your free 3-card tarot spread using these, you can find the info in the description box
Below.
So let's have a look at what comes up today. Okay, so this is a really interesting card. I love it when this guy comes up, the Hangman. It can have two meanings. The first is that we show our uniqueness. We show our individuality in some way. This could be through the way we dress or the colour of our hair, or maybe just changing things up in some way and not necessarily wanting to fit in with everybody else, wanting to be seen as very different. The other side to the Hangman is to not necessarily rush into making any decisions. If we feel like we're being pestered for an answer, if we feel like people are trying to push us into, making our mind up really quickly, the Hangman just urges us to have a bit of time out to think that through.
Do you think with Mars and Saturn in that square, which is slowing everything down and really, really difficult, it's kind of saying to us all, we might not get the movement and the traction that we all want at the moment. So is it the Hangman saying submit to this time a little bit?
Yeah, I love the way you put that, because if we look at him, this image of him, at first it's a bit jarring. He's, hung upside down.
But he's not hung by his neck.
But he's not hung by his neck. He's hung by his foot, and his face is very relaxed. This is a card of meditation. He's just swaying. He's chilling out, basically, and just letting the world take place around him and deciding when he will interact with it and when he won't. So being a bit of that recluse in some way, but not in a negative way at all.
Yeah, we can invest so much time and energy in frustration when Mars and Saturn are in a square. But actually, if we just step back, accept it, know this is the time for us to all pause, use that conjunction between Juno and Mercury to think about things a little bit deeper, maybe have some deeper conversations, and really use it as a more strategic period rather than a more action period.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us here today. We really do appreciate it.
So lovely to have you with us.
Yeah.
And please see your free daily horoscope below. But for now, from the A team, it is
Goodbye from him.
and it's goodbye from us. Goodbye.